fishing lure. So it's gonna basically be a hot dog fishing lure out of a plunger handle. So that's the plan. If you're rewatching this later, I'm gonna do this as quick as possible, but I will be having a full-length video of how to make one of these because I've kind of already finished one. So that'll be coming out pretty soon on my main channel. But if you're rewatching this later, welcome. I'm gonna get stuff set up, and as people kind of come in, we'll get started. Basically, first thing I need to mark. Hey, country girl. We're making a fishing lure that's gonna be like a hot dog. So I'm using a plunger handle, and right now I'm gonna kind of mark roughly where I wanna make my cut. It's gonna be out right there. We're gonna try and speed run this and make this real quick. We'll see how fast we can go. Oh wait, nope. Wrong machine. Hey, what's up, Dark? So we're gonna be making a fishing lure today. It's kind of a funny idea I had today. So give me a second here. All right, so basically I was trying to think of what to do for my next fishing lure video, and I settled on this. And let me tell you, pictures don't do it justice, at least not on the live stream. This thing is realistic. It's still drying with the top coat, but once that's dry, I'm gonna have to show you. It's pretty detailed and it's pretty awesome. So I'm gonna be making another one. That way I'll have a live stream video of me making one, and then I'll have a full-length video to post later. But I wasn't originally gonna go live today, but this was just too good of an idea. Yeah, I know, I used my safety squints. That's what I did a second ago. Now for this next part, I do need to use my safety glasses. So I'm gonna basically just really quickly use this belt sander to grind down the sides. What's up, Xfinity? Look, dude, I'm proud. This is another unhinged video coming soon for the fishing lure build. That is a hand carved. I say hand carved. I mean, I used some machinery as well, but that is a almost realistic looking hot dog. That's going to be a fishing lure. It's got a rattle in it and everything. It's pretty cool. But we're going to go ahead real quick. Oh, actually, I don't know if Grace is going to be coming in here in a minute. So real quick, I'm going to grind this to the right shape. Basically, just going to round off the ends of it. I tell you what, Dark, if you want this one, we'll package this one together whenever you buy your other stuff. I did also, yesterday, we painted a whole lot of fishing lures. So, oh, need to back this back out. So we got like some deep diving, hold on. Deep diving ones like that. We've got some silver and black. Got one that has like a scale pattern. One that's like blue with like bubbly pattern on it. That one. Basically a lot of different ones. So the plan is, I keep saying this and then I always forget, but I would like to, once I finish getting the hooks on all these, which I'm gonna have to buy more treble hooks, but once I get enough treble hooks to put hooks on all these, I will make one Etsy listing and then just say, message me to pick out which fishing lure you want or something like that. That way I'm not making 50, because that's mostly the reason why I haven't done it yet, because I don't want to have to do 50 different listings on Etsy for each fishing lure. So instead I'm just gonna do one and then just have all the lures in the picture and then take pictures of each one and then just have it like, you can pick one. Once you buy it, I'll delete the picture from the album or whatever. That way nobody's going for the same one. But yeah, dude, that hot dog, I'm proud of it. I mean, I even put the little divots on the back of it. I can't get this thing to focus properly, but I mean, it's pretty convincing. It's pretty nice. So we're gonna make another one tonight. I might even put grill marks on this one in the paint job, just to be a little fancy. But let's go ahead real quick and no, I'll sit you all over here. Get this stuff done. Gotta get my. I just had the glasses. There they are. Safety first. There we go. Oh. All right, hold on, let's see here. Hey, what's up, Escar? All right, so what we're doing is we're making another hot dog lure. So I made this one. It's going to be for a full-length video. And we're going to just make another one on live stream. So, yes, Xfinity, to answer your question, if you have a specific thing, in fact, you can just message me on Discord with, like, a similar idea of what you want or a certain paint job or something. As long as it's not too difficult for me to do, then I don't mind doing that, and you can buy them. But let's see here. Yeah, I had a pretty good Christmas. All right, so real quick, I'm now going to do some hand sanding. Let me move. I have so many things on this anvil right now because I was putting in the work here a minute ago. All right. I want to get these things kind of rounded off pretty good. Yeah, we almost had a tornado. It was raining pretty bad. It just now calmed down, so you'd have been hearing a lot of thunder if I was live a few minutes ago. All right, there we go. Now, the fun part, or not really fun part, but I'm gonna draw a little line all the way down. So I like to make it as realistic as possible. So, you know, when you have a hot dog, they always got those, where's my knife? There it is. They always got those lines kind of split down. So I get that line cut in real quick. So I'll fit this away so I could do it. Just gotta be careful not to cut myself. But I'm just gonna, dadgummit. Slice that way, all the way across. I guess I didn't really need to draw the line. Kind of got it here. There we go. All right, we got that line cut. I'll only eat them either like cold out of the package or cooked on a campfire. I don't like them boiled or cooked in a lot of different ways. I like them just on a campfire pretty much. Woo! Oh, man. All right, let's see. Now, I'm going to get the end piece, which is basically just a bunch of lines kind of crossed over like that, but I kind of just eyeball it. You can see the color on my hands from painting the mustard earlier on the other ones, but here we go. Kind of just go across like that, across like that, and I do one more across like that. So it's kind of like that, but then I take it a step further by kind of cutting off to the side like that, make it look a little more realistic. Because it's not just regular lines, they're usually folding in a little bit. I don't know if this is in focus. It's kind of hard to do this while leaning over my phone, but it'll be all right. Every once in a while, I have just this random idea that pops in my head. Sometimes it's a terrible idea, and then other times it's like a funny idea, but it doesn't work. This time, I think it's a funny idea that will actually work. Because it should function just like a spook. And the last plunger spooks that I made worked really well and got like a ton of attention from the fish whenever I was using them. So there we go. When it's painted, it's gonna look a lot better. But yeah, I feel 10 million times better now. I still have some like sinus blockages, and I've been coughing a little bit today. But I feel so much better. I don't sound like my normal self just yet, but I'm getting closer. we go. And then just kind of, oop, can't get this thing to focus. Wait, is this zoomed in still? No? Golly. It's just, so you go like that. Get a little bit right here. Oh, come on now. There we go. I already have a hot dog color mixed up. I had to mix like red and brown, about 50-50 each. And then that made a nice hot dog color. And this time, I'm gonna get a little more creative with it, and we might get like, there we go. Get this. We might get like some grill marks kind of cut in, or I mean painted on. Got a one-track mind here. There we go. Nope, not yet. There we go. Okay, it doesn't look great right now, but once it's painted, it's gonna look really good. You know, I thought about doing that. It's just, I don't know how to find a tiny camera that's waterproof that would work. Also, something that aggravated me today, I go to take that drone that I got for Christmas, and I fly it up, and I'm looking through the camera. That thing has like 360p, and it's terrible. It is the worst camera I've ever seen in my life. So I'm gonna have to return that and then just save up for a good little while to get a decent drone camera. So yeah, that wasn't fun. But next thing up, I need to drill a hole for the weight. Now I don't have any more of the rattles that I used in the other one. Oh wait, I need to draw a line on the bottom here. I need a line so that I make sure I get my weights lined up properly. There we go. All right, we got kind of roughly a line here. You can't really see it. We'll say this is this is the front, so we'll put a weight here and a weight here. All right, so I have two little X's drawn. One there, one there. I'm gonna drill 2 holes, put weights in both of them. The other one has a rattle inside, but I need to order more of the little tiny rattles. I don't think the rain is mostly past us, so I don't think it should interrupt the live too much. All right, let's see. There we go. Another one here. There we go. Luckily with these, you usually don't need too much weight in the bottom of it. The hooks kind of do most of the weighing down. I'm actually using cell service, but cell service stays pretty good here, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. If it does start lagging out for you guys, just let me know. Where'd I put this? There it is. All right. All right, got our 2 holes. I'm kind of trying to speed run this to see how fast I can make these. So we're at 15 minutes, and I've already got the basic shape and the holes drilled. There we go. And I'm just gonna cut 2 of these weights. One here. Oh, look at that, perfect fit. Nice. Next one. Come on, come on. That should be a perfect fit too. Yes. Maybe. Hang on, we're gonna have to hammer this in a little bit. Yeah, I have, even in rainstorms and stuff, I usually have pretty good cell reception. So we have towers pretty close to our house, so my cell reception is really good. Yeah, we don't have very many good internet service providers in our area, so my internet's actually done through cell service as well. I just have a hotspot box. All right, we have our weights put in. Now I need to get my mysterious powder, which is just baking soda, and some more super glue. We're at 16 minutes and we're almost ready to paint. That is actually super good. All right. Come on, come on. I'm gonna put glue over the top of them, even though they're pretty well seated in, just to make sure that they have as much strength in them as possible. I've made fishing lures before that just decided to pop the weights out even after adding a clear coat and everything on top. So all right, oh, see, that's all it took is a 1 drop of super glue and then some baking soda. It's pretty powerful little combo. It makes it like a little, almost like a cement. It's very strong, very durable, and it makes it instantly harden. Basically creates a little protective shell over it. And then what I like to do is just kind of use the belt grinder real quick. If it's bulging out like that one, I'll use the belt grinder really fast and grind it flat. So we'll do that real quick. Let's see here. It also depends, Xfinity, about where you live. Because in my area, there's like 20 bucks an hour is really, really good. And then in some areas, that's like minimum wage. So cost of living here isn't too bad. Glasses. Where are my glasses? There they are. All right, we're at 18 minutes and 45 seconds. Got that done. Let's hit it with one more round of sanding to get everything even. And then we can coat it with super glue to make it watertight and sealed. The shirt has so many layers of dust on it. All right, now we're just gonna take the paintbrush and seal this entire thing with super, oh wait, first I gotta put my screws in. All right, bending over like this is not fun. All right, there's 1, 2, 3. Come on, 3. All right. Where are my pliers? Pliers. Now, gotta remember which side. Okay, this is the front. This is the front. This is the back. When you're making a spook, it's best to put more weight towards the back. At least that's been my experience. That way it kind of floats up a little bit and it makes it where it does the zigzag a little better. Otherwise, sometimes you'll make it where the front tries to dive under the water a little bit, and that messes up the whole action. When I'm making a spook, I put one in the back, one in the front going down, and then one on the front for your line. And I screw mine in halfway, unscrew them, put a drop of super glue, and then rescrew them back in. All right, we're at 20 minutes. Now keep in mind for the first like minute or two, I was just introducing everything. So we're going for speed here. Drop super glue. Painting is gonna have to take a little bit longer because it takes a second to dry and clean the airbrush and mix the new paint and everything. But I pre-mixed some hot dog colored paint, so that shouldn't take too long. All right, I wanna align this. Okay, cool, nice. All right, next one, front. Get started. Yeah, here I'm pretty sure you have to be 16 in my state to work, unless it's with family. I think in a family business you can be younger. But like for some kind of corporation to hire you, like McDonald's or something, you have to be 16 if I'm not mistaken, here in Louisiana. All right, this is coming along quick. Go, go, go. All right, need to align this properly. Boom. Those two done. Last one goes about here. Right in front of that weight we did. Getting it started going in the side is always the worst part. Because it always wants to try and get an angle or something. You gotta get it straight. There we go. It's pretty warm here. I think it's probably about 68 to 72, somewhere in that range. My garage stays a little bit warmer, so it's probably about 73 in here. With all that rain, though, it's probably going to cool down a good bit. All right, let me get last drop of super glue for the screw. You know, I have never had, the only time the only time I've ever had one of these screws, it was actually one of the smaller ones, come out of the lure, was when I made the Flex Seal fishing lure, and that's because it wasn't long enough to penetrate through the Flex Seal and into like the wood core. So it's pretty much just in rubber, and so it pulled out pretty easy out of that rubber. But every other lure I've made out of wood, and even with those teeny tiny little pin eye screws, these things put in some work. They withstand some pressure. All right, got those done. Now I just gotta grab a something to seal this with. I could use, I think I have some wood sealer somewhere around here, maybe even. No, I think it's in the house. Oh well, I'm just gonna use the super glue. That's the fastest way anyways. So I just get one of these. These things are so old and dry rotted. Like watch this. It is so dry rotted. So they're not really usable for normal stuff. But what I use is just basically a one-use throwaway super glue spreader. So this part usually burns my eyes because as it starts to kind of dry out, it puts off these vapors. So I try to do this quick as possible. Come on. Oh, I'm feeling it. Oh, I'm feeling it. Oh, it burns. Ah. Oh. I need to add just a little bit here at the ends. Oh, hurry up. Don't do this at home without like a respirator and goggles. Oh, it burns. I think that's everything though. I think we finally coated it. Oh. Well, there we go. Yeah, it'd be all right though. It'll buff out. It just burns my eyes mostly. So it's like intense cutting onions. But we got it now. It's coated. It usually takes about 2 minutes, maybe even, to dry. Sometimes less than that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna put this on the drying rack. I'm running out of space on the drying rack. I don't want to get my fingers stuck together. Perfect. All right. While that's drying, oh, we need to close this super glue up. I tell you what, this Loctite glue, it was pretty expensive compared to like some of the other glues, but it's lasted me a long time. Like I think I've made like 20 to 30 fishing lures at that. No, not 30. It's probably close to 20 fishing lures using that so far. Maybe not 20 actually. Hold on. When did I get that? No. I'm thinking of whenever I was using this stuff too. This stuff is not good for a top coat. It's only really good for the screws. So I used that on quite a few. I've probably done at least 15 in that bottle, because I've done a lot on that bottle, but it's not been all of them. I'm just yapping at this point. Okay, this is our, get some light, our hot dog red. There we go. And now I need to get this thing, make sure it's prepped and ready. I just did a pretty thorough cleaning of it earlier. Just blew the dust off the thing. It is fully dry right now. It doesn't have anything in it. Just cleaning off my phone screen from all the dust. Okay, now basically gonna load up. Gosh dang, there we go. Jeez. Hold on, I gotta dry this inside out. A little moisture in it. All right, gonna put in some hot dog red, my own mixture. And, okay, we're at 28 minutes. All right, we got our hot dog red loaded up. I'll probably a little more in there. And it looks a little different on camera, but this stuff in person looks just like a hot dog. Now it looks like one of like the hot dogs that have like the very red color. Like it's not like one of the more natural looking hot dogs. It's one of those that's like unnaturally red looking, but it still looks really good like a hot dog. So we'll do the base coat of this. We'll put some grill marks of like a charcoalish, blackish brown. We'll mix that color up. And then we'll do the mustard at the end. So it'll be more like a oven grilled thing. So we'll have to actually, we're gonna take a little more time on this one than the other, just because I'm gonna have to cut out a specific template of the grill marks. And then maybe I could, I don't know. We'll have to see how it works. We'll have to see. I need to now go grab that lure. It should be dried off. Yeah, we got that Oscar Mayer red. All right, here we go. It's dried. It's sealed. Okay, now I just gotta move some stuff around so that you guys can see me paint. Where are my helping hands? Oh, there they are. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, now, hold on. These are gonna need to be over here. This right there, that there, this here. No, hold on. There we kinda go. Let me try this. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Well. Move this tiny bit back. All right. Let's get this thing hit with its top coat. Come on. Now with this wood, since it's got like a different colors, like it's not all uniformly one color, it's kind of got dark spots and light spots. You got to kind of make sure you coat everything really well. Takes a little bit more. So you can see that line. Let me see if it's even gonna show up on camera. Maybe not in camera, but it shows up in person. There's a dark line from the wood. All right. Oh, my back. All right, I need, where's the very tip of this thing? It should have had, there should have been a little front piece. Is it over here, maybe? All right, there we go. Hang on. We're getting somewhere. Let's try this out. Try this on for size. Maybe. Goodness, come on. Come on. Dadgummit. Now that's got to dry for a second anyway. I guess we're not in too much of a rush. Come on, dude. Screw on. Please. Thank you. Okay, I think we got it fixed. Oh, this one be Oscar Mayer. For the video, I'm probably gonna call the other one the glizzy. Oh, you know what? I guess it would be the glizzy Mark II because I think we already had the one that we called the glizzy. It was not the burnt turd, it was the other one. No, it was a plunger popper and the burnt turd. I thought we had a glizzy something. Oh well. Dude, Dark, that actually just gave me a great idea. So I'm going to try something. I don't know how well it's going to work, but if it does work, it's going to be legendary. All right, let me hit this with a second coating. That gave me like a great idea. So thank you for saying that, Dark, about flipping it over. It's not wanting to spray out as much. There we go. Oh, it's a little bit too far forward, so that's why. There we go. Okay. All right, there we go. Got that done. Now, I'm gonna let that dry for a second, and we're gonna mix up the color that's gonna be like the more burnt color on it. So we need, okay, black. We'll need some of this red just to mix in a little bit to make it kind of brownish. Let's see, where is, oh, I'll tell you what, we can just mix it in this because I'm not gonna make another glizzy, I don't think. All right, let me pour the rest of this in. All right, that'll be enough. Set that down. And black. Oh, actually, hold on. We're gonna use this black because it's a lot thinner. All right, now, let's see. All right, that's not quite what it's supposed to be. It needs to be darker. Yeah, it needs to be a lot darker, actually. We might use a little bit of this jet black. This jet black's just so thick that it likes to clog up my air gun. But it has a lot of pigment in it, so let's try this again. It's looking better. All right. It's looking a little darker, but not quite what I'm going for, I don't think. No, it needs to be darker. Add some of this opaque black. This is a little bit higher quality than that first black I used. I don't want it to be like completely black. I want it to look like burnt hot dog, basically. I'm thinking about, I was trying to figure out how I could do a bun. I think I'm just gonna package it in a bun or something. As it like, or I don't know how I would do that. I thought about doing a bun or something. If you make it too big, a fish isn't gonna hit it. And a bun would just make it too wide and it wouldn't work properly. So the key was to make it as much as I could do a burger bobber. That would be pretty fun. I think this just has too much red in it. Like it's getting darker, but that's not really, it needs to have lots of black in it. You know what I could do? So here's my thinking. I'm gonna take a grate of some kind. If I can find one. I think I have like a cage somewhere that I could use. But I'm gonna take a gate, spray it with a little bit of paint, and then touch the hot dog to each side. And then basically it's gonna be like it was on a grill. And I don't have to use a stencil or anything, and it would look a little bit more realistic. I just gotta find some, oh, you're kidding. Perfect. It's a little rusty, so I'm gonna have to brush it off real quick with a wire brush. But this will work perfectly. Where is my wire brush? Let me drop it real quick. That also helps. Knock it on the anvil a little bit. Wire brush. Where you at? I don't know where the wire brush is. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put a little bit of that paint on the grate, and then I'm gonna flicker out some black just by itself, so it'll look like it's got little burnt marks as well. So I'll use like a little splatter on the grate here. And so it'll be a mixture of that reddish paint we just mixed, that dark red, and black. And it should, if this works properly, then that's awesome, and it'll look great. If it doesn't, then it's gonna look really bad, and I'll just paint over it again with red and try again. So I need something to wipe this down real quick. Just doesn't have to be perfect. I just don't want rust coming up and messing with the lure. I guess if it has a little bit of texture, it's not going to matter. It actually might look pretty cool. All right. Oh, you know what I could do? Duh. So I'm not using this for anything. It's just a piece of scrap. So I'm just going to coat it with a gloss coat. That way there's no way any of the stuff will get onto the lure. I'll just dry this, and now it's coated to where I can put my paints on, and I don't have to worry about pieces of rust getting stuck to my lure. You know, chat, sometimes I feel like a genius. Sometimes. Yes, nothing sticking to my hand. Perfect. So now basically I'm gonna put like plate behind it so I have something I can spray against, or even just like paint against. And the question is, do we do it on the top and the bottom or on each of the sides? Mustard's gonna go on the top no matter what. So do we do burnt marks here and burnt marks on the other side? Or do we, I think that's what we're gonna do. Burnt marks on the side, mustard on the top. That sounds good. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, let me dry this off real quick again. And then we'll probably do that, yeah. I'm thinking side too. All right, now let's prep this thing. So what I'm gonna do with this, I guess I'll flip it over here, is I'm going to move this off there so I don't have anything hooking up. Let's see, that thing, it's about the width of my finger. So I'll do it we'll do 3, that way it's kind of in the middle and the ends are kind of sticking off. So I need to put basically from here to here. I'll need paint just to give me a wide base. Actually, I'll do this. I'll do it. Give me another one, another something. There we go. I'll do one here, and then I'll flip it and do the other side on that. So that's the plan. All right, so I'll get. I might just take this and. Oh wait, I gotta get the darker in here. All right, I got this dark. Oh, come on now. All right, so I'm just gonna. Oh wait, I gotta spray out that old red. Let the new stuff come in. Ah, snap. Come on. Ah, ouch. This stupid thing has been giving me so many problems. I guess I probably shouldn't have gone with like the cheapest airbrush set from Amazon, but it is what it is. Okay, we got this now. Let's soak it on this side, soak it on this side. All right, now we can add a little bit of black. Let's see. Where's black? Where's black? No, it's pearl. I don't want pearl. I want jet. There we go. Opaque black. We'll put some black on some kind of something. Oh, it's got glitter in it. We can put some black on the back of this. We'll put a little black here, and then we'll flick it onto this like with a paintbrush. All right, let's see how this works real quick. I need another messed up paintbrush. Yeah. All right, there we go. And we'll kind of just. I don't want to have to get paint on my fingers, but I guess I'm gonna have to. A toothbrush works really well for this kind of stuff, but I just have so many of these broken tiny paintbrushes. That works so much better. It's starting to look good. It's starting to look like it'll have some burnt spots on it. All right, I'm gonna hit one more time on each side here. All right, I'm going to. Perfect. Now I'm gonna wash my hands. All right. It's time. Let's see if this is gonna work, or if I just wasted a bunch of paint for nothing. All right, moment of truth. Oh, am I gonna even be able to hold it at this angle? Oh, it didn't work. Hang on. Okay, I might just have to use a little Q-tip to move it side to side. Yeah, okay, hang on. I have to use a tiny little Q-tip. I mean, it looks like a nice burn mark, but I didn't take into account the fact that these are not really even. Oh, crap. I needed the lure helpers again. These called helping hands, and let me tell you, if you ever go to make fishing lures, you want some of these. They are absolutely helping. A major helper. All right, come on. When they work right. All right, I'm gonna set this over here. Just flip that around. All right. Oh no, it's not wanting to work. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, it did not work at all. I don't know why I didn't think about that. The fact that these aren't flat, they don't have any give to them like a regular hot dog would. All right, well, when I said I feel like a genius earlier, that was very short-lived. I'm not too prideful to admit that. But I'd say that still looks pretty decent. It doesn't look as good on camera, but it looks decent up close in person. All right. Here. We'll drop here, drop there, and drop here. There we go. As Bob Ross would say, it's just a happy little accident. Okay. I'm gonna touch this up a little bit here, standing up and allowing my back to rest for a second. All right. I might add like a couple little tiny dots around to make it kind of look a little burnt up in spots. All right, it's kind of got a little bit of burn marks on it. Still looks pretty decent. Now, let's get this thing dried off, and I can get the mustard stencil back out, which I cut out of a paper plate. You good? Everything good?
I haven't called yet because they've been busy. But I called a couple other people and they're like, yeah, you should call your doctor. So I'll do that whenever the phone line's not busy.
Okay.
But Rebecca just messaged me and she was like, hey.
Hold on just a second. Let me put this on mute in case there's something you need to say. All right, sorry about that. Grace has been having some high blood pressure, so thinking about potentially going to the hospital later. We're not sure. That's what we're kind of talking about a little bit. All right, now that that's done here, come on, catch it. There we go. All right, now let's add the mustard. The only time I ever want mustard is on a fishing lure. Oh wait, I gotta clean up. Ouch! Stabbed myself again. I stepped on the hose and then the airbrush came up and stabbed me with the tip of the little tiny needle there. That little thing likes to stab me. All right, well, let's go ahead and clean this out and get ready for the yellow. I've been washing out lots of different stuff. That's actually from washing out the yellow here earlier. Get this back out. This thing has been giving me problems since day one. It is impossible to clean. It is constantly jamming up for absolutely no reason. I've messed with everything on it. It just does not like to, I thought about relish. The thing is, I'd have to cut out a ton of tiny little squares and then somehow make it where they're not, goodness. Where making the stencil for that would kind of be a little bit difficult. I'd have to have like a square hole punch to really make that. And I don't have an X-Acto knife, so it's a little bit, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of, I guess, no, that wouldn't work because it'd be too folded up. We might try relish in a future one since I already have the mustard though. I mean, if you want me to try, the red of ketchup probably wouldn't show up as good. I think the mustard looks pretty classic. It makes it look like a classic hot dog. I think it'll work. We'll see. All right. Back over. Get our mustard color. Just going with this yellow. Now, I did have to earlier mix in some lighter yellow to make it thin, like thin enough to work properly. So I might do that first here. I might mix up these two colors. See, because that's a little too light, and this other one's a little too dark, and this other one's thin, and the other one's thick, so it kind of works pretty well. I don't have any more old toothbrush. I do have a toothbrush in my car, but my car is at work. The only other toothbrushes I have are good toothbrushes. All right, let me mix this yellow up. I need it to be as thin as possible. See, when you're mixing up airbrush paint, that is a little too thick. You want it to have the consistency of like milk. It can be a little bit thinner than milk, but you don't want it, or a tiny bit thicker than milk. But this right here is just too thick. It's gonna clog up my airbrush. So I might hit it with a tiny droplet of airbrush reducer, just to thin it out a little bit. That's a little bit better. Might put another drop. Well, I'm on call, so my unit usually stays at work. My car stays at work locked up, and then I have my work unit. Ah, that's better consistency right there. And then once I get off call, I take my unit back home, my car back home, and leave my unit at work. Okay, now, where's my airbrush? There's the airbrush. Ooh. The thing about making, like, there's a lot of things that would be really cool to make. It's just I don't know how to make it hydrodynamic to where it would actually work as a fishing lure. Like a lot of animals, I'd like to make some kind of animal fishing lures, but it's really hard to take a shape that's not meant for the water and make it work in the water, if you know what I mean. It's just, I don't know. I've tried a few times and it never really works that well. Maybe once I get a little more knowledge and I can maybe figure out something, if I have a stroke of genius like I did today with this hot dog lure, maybe that'll inspire me in a specific way I can do it. But as of right now, I don't know. I do like the idea though. Where's my air hose? This one. This one. There we go. All right, fingers crossed that this thing doesn't jam again. Oh, it's working. Okay, we have our yellow, as you can see. Mustard yellow. I've got my stencil here. Now, I basically got to be careful not to shake too much. Okay, I might have to move you guys for a second off to the side so that I can have something to rest my hand on. My hand is too shaky. I had some caffeine for the first time in a while, so... There it goes. Let me dry it off and hit it with a second coat. Let's Seems like it's a little bit too thin now, but it'll dry. That's possible, I think. I could probably do that. You know what I just realized I could have done? If I have pipe cleaners, I could have done pipe cleaners for those burn marks. Now, I don't know if I have pipe cleaners in the first place, but if I did, that would be a great idea, because it could actually conform to the shape properly. All right, let's hit it with another. Try to be very careful here. There we go, that's a lot better. I might hit it with a third coat. We'll see what it looks like once this thing's dried, but I think 2 coats should be enough. All right, I'm gonna hit it with one more layer just to solidify it a little bit more, but I just got my hand all yellow. Ugh. All right, let's hit it with one last layer. Make sure this is even. Oh, look at that, perfect. That section right there is bothering me. Perfect. All right, we got our mustard line. Very bright, very colorful. Nice. All right. Booyah, look at that. Hot dog. Get it? Because it's a hot dog? All right, don't everybody clap at once. All right, so we got this done now. I do want to give it a little bit more time. Since I was a little bit thinner on top, it is going to last. It's going to take a little bit longer to fully dry. But it is looking pretty sweet so far. You can see up close, I put a little bit of splatters of brown, make it look burnt around some of the spots as well. And man, if you could see, hold on, let me bring this over to better lighting. Excuse me. If you could see, let's see here. Try and get a good look. I hate how the phone takes forever to focus. Thank you. I mean, it looks very realistic with the way the carving is at the ends of it. Look up here. There we go. There we go. Gotta get my hand so it'll focus in the right depth. It looks really good. I think it looks pretty nice. You can see that little sliver that I cut into it. Gives it a little more realism. I wish the mustard color would have soaked through it, but that's all right. Still looks pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. This other one should be done now with its top coat drying. So let me show that one off to y'all. I guess I'll show right here. This sink is a rainbow mess right now. But, oh yeah. So this is the first one. You can see I did the little ends of it to make it look realistic. You can see the line right there. This one, I didn't put enough red on the bottom, so there's like a light spot here, and you can see where the weights are. With this other one that I just did, you can't see the weights at all. Like, you can see where the loop is right there, but like, it's very, very well coated. This one's a little bit longer and thinner, but they both look pretty nice. Yours definitely has a lot more detail on it with the burn marks and stuff. All right, well, that'll be something I can work on after I end the live stream later today. Just got to put the hooks on it and then take it out fishing Monday probably. But that's pretty cool. I might add that to my collection or give that as a gift to somebody, kind of as like a fishing gag gift. I like this a lot. Like this idea today, I'm very, very, very proud of myself for this fishing idea. I was like, so let me tell you a little something. I think some of you who were here on Christmas remember, but in my gag gift to my family's white elephant, I gave them some like cut up plungers, like small plungers. Well, now I had like 4 plunger handles, and I was like, well, I don't want to just make a bunch of plunger spooks. I want to do something interesting. And then it dawned on me to make a realistic looking hot dog, and I am very happy with how it turned out. And now you're gonna have one too, Dark. So I'm gonna give that another 5-10 minutes to dry, and then we'll put the top coats on it. Oh, listen to this back. Get ready. Oh, it was just quiet enough where I don't think y'all would have heard it. Oh, you probably heard that one. Oh, my back. All right. Lovely. Well, Dark, you weren't here yesterday, so I'll show you some of the creations from yesterday. We had a silver scale pattern on a like black charcoal looking thing. I hate this stupid system. Like this phone does not want to focus properly, and it only happens on YouTube. But it's got like a lot of pearl in it, so it's very reflective. But that one is probably the best one as far as the pattern turning out. Now, let's see here. This one kind of had a little bit of fading here and there, and on this other side, so it wasn't quite as clear, but it still turned out pretty good. And then we have, well, I guess it doesn't have to be on that drying right now. This one, which is silver on the bottom, and then it's got that black on top. It turned out pretty cool. Very basic, though. Might need to put these aside to bring in the house and put hooks on. Oh, I don't have enough hooks. Never mind. This one, I had some blue left, so it's blue and then like this dark greenish black. It looks pretty much just black on camera here. I need some better lighting over here. Hold on. I forgot I have my light in here. A portable light. There we go. Let's see if this helps out a little bit. Oh, don't fall. We got a yellow and like this tropical blue. This is a wake bait. I still got to put the eyes on in the second layer of clear coat, but that one turned out pretty cool. Actually, Cuckoo designed that one. Like, he picked the colors and everything for it. And let's see. Need to put these on something. Honestly, I might need to hit these with a second. Oh, this one I never hit with the clear coat. So I need to hit this one with the clear coat. I need to leave this here. I might hit these with a second clear coat here in a little while. Or third coat, I don't remember. Let's see. We got one that's just a reverse of the other. It's silver on the top and sides and then black on the bottom. Yeah, dude, those wake baits, those things are phenomenal. And then I did go for one that's a little more realistic. So this one's got like a green, dark greenish black with some black or dark greenish. It's all dark green in person. It just looks black on camera. And it's got like that red belly. This one's like a 8-foot diver or something like that. Like it's a deep diver. But this one's, I like this one a lot. You gotta put some eyes on and get the last clear coat. The camera doesn't do it justice. Like this one's really pretty. And let's see. Oh, this one. This one, it's got like a bubble pattern on it, kind of. It's hard for me to get this camera to focus. It's blue on the bottom, black on top with like a little bubbly pattern. And then this is another other one that Cuckoo designed. I gotta get the eyes and then the other layer of clear coat. But it's green on bottom and it's got this pinkish red on top. It's all pearlized, so it's really pretty. But I gotta get the eyes, put on some of these, and then get the hooks. I gotta order some more hooks or get some at Walmart if I can find them cheap enough. And we should be all good there. Let's see. We were experimenting yesterday with how to get like a crackle effect, and so I coated one fishing lure like with 10 different layers of paint trying to get it to work, and it never did. So now I just have it coated in like this purple. But that's just going to be a project for another day. And we have the glizzy, and yeah, that's about it. We did a lot yesterday, a lot. And then I painted that hand-carved lure that I made for my buddy. That one's painted now. It's got like that same silver scale pattern on it. Oh, it's all good, dude. No hard feelings. I figured you were probably busy or something anyway. Let's see. So here's the, I went out and tested it today and it works. Hang on. That's that hand-carved one. Basically the brother of your dolphin colored one. I'll tell you what we could do. We could try to cut that old lip out of that dolphin and then get a new one cut out. We'll try and do that. Oh, that must have come out of one of the animal skulls. Yep, it did. All right. Fire tiger? Gotcha. I'll have to look into a like suspended jerkbait and make sure I can kind of try and see how that would work. The main thing is a lot of that comes down to balancing weight, and that is what I detest most. That and getting lips properly done. Lips and weights are my kryptonite. I can't stand having to deal with them. There's just always the slightest miscalculation and you're screwed, basically. So, let's see. All right, we gotta be careful with this because I got hooks that I gotta avoid. Okay, that was a little bit dodgy, but I think I got it. Just got to do a little bit more fine detailing here with the where the lip's at. Cut most of it out, but there's a few little spots along the edges, like right here, that's kind of overhanging. Let's see. Now, of course, it's going to be in a weird angle. Nope, didn't get it. Hold on. All right. By the way, Dark, I caught a fish with it on a live stream. So I did catch a fish with it. It's looking like we got it, the lip carved back off. Snap, I do need to widen that up a little bit. Problem is, I'm now risking messing up the paint job. This is why I don't like messing up lures and having to refinish them, because now anything can mess up again. All right, got it. Let me get a lip grabbed here. Oh boy, this is my least favorite part. Between drilling the holes for the weights and making sure, because you have to sit there and widen the holes out 15 times to get them the right size, and then cutting out these stupid lips. Those are the worst parts of making a fishing lure, in my opinion. Also, I guess also cutting the lip notch in the first place, because if you get it even slightly tilted, the lure doesn't work at all. It just floats on its side, and it's the most annoying thing. But I think we should be able to get this. I'm going to do, instead of such a drastic fade down, I'm going to do a very slight taper downwards and see if that works. And this time, instead of cutting that off and then having to fiddle with this tiny piece, I'm just going to thin this out first and then use the bandsaw to cut this out. So we'll see if that works better. Glasses, where'd I put you? There you are. All right. Oh, hey, what's up, Cuckoo? Yes, we actually made some pretty funny ones here, so let me show you. We made, so one of these, I'll show you the one we made on the live stream. I made one before the live stream started, and then we made this one. This is a hot dog. I even carved out little details on it. And it's going to be a fishing lure. And then I have another one that I made before the live stream started, which is a little bit simpler. But, oh, there we go. Look at that. Look at that hot dog. And then right now, I am fixing the fishing lure that I broke while fishing the other day. And so here's my question to you, Dark, because this could make my life a lot easier. Are you wanting me to test to make sure it works in the water, or is this just going to be in a display case so it doesn't matter if it works? If you want me to make sure it works, I can. But it will make this a lot easier as far as the lip goes if I don't have to worry about it being perfect. Okay, it's never going to be used again. I see that message now. So I want to double check, because most of the time I like to have my lures able to be used. I'll put you on this side, actually. But if it doesn't bother you, since I already made it work once, if it doesn't bother you that it's not working this time, that would be a lot easier on me. But I'll wait for your response there. Let me get this thing thinned up a little more. keep in mind, you are the one buying it. So if you want it to be functional, I will make it functional. Okay, I gotcha. What'll probably end up happening anyways is tomorrow I'll want to test it out anyways, and I'll test it out. So that's probably what's going to happen because I am a bit of a perfectionist. But as far as for tonight, we won't worry about going and testing it tonight. Dadgummit! It's just a tiny, tiny bit too thick. Oh my gosh, it is. You know what? Instead of getting that too thin, I'm just gonna widen the mouth hole a little bit. That might be the better option. Where's the? Yeah, that's what I was. I decided to do that. I'm sorry. There's quite a bit of a delay with your comments there, Dark. Try refreshing the stream real quick, and that might make it where there's less of a delay. Because I'm not seeing your messages till like a full minute after you're probably sending them, unless you're just sending them right after I've said something. In which case, then there's nothing wrong with it. It's just I always see your messages like right after I say exactly what you're about to say. Like I'm just now seeing the okay. Or well, I mean, I guess you just now sent it, but all right, let's see. Okay, we have the lip going back into the mouth. I'm going to cut it with the bandsaw, and I'll test it out tomorrow. So I tell you what, here's how we'll test it, Dark. Send or type out the word hot dog, and then send it when I say go. So I'll give you a few seconds to type out the word hot dog. All right, now if you have the word hot dog typed, send it now, and then I'll tell you when I see your message. I see it now. Okay. Yeah, that's way better. I'm seeing it pretty much immediately now. So every once in a while, I see Xfinity's at hot dog now. Every once in a while, there will be a pretty bad stream delay, and it just happens over time with tiny little bits of buffering, and that throws me off a lot because then you guys will be talking about something I said like 10 minutes ago, or not literally 10 minutes ago, but a long time ago. I'm like, crap, what did I say? So if it takes a while for me to read your messages or whatever, just refresh sometimes, like every now and then, and it'll make it a little bit better. All right, cool. All right, there we go. Let me... All right. Got the lip. I'm gonna hit, there we go, not hit. I'm gonna stick it in there. Make sure it's fairly even. It's got a little tilt to it now, great. That is fixable. Nice, okay, fixed it. It should be straight now. Now to glue it in. First thing I'm gonna do, because I do gotta hold it a certain way, is I'm gonna put some of this baking soda down in there. Oh wait, I need to put that on after. Okay, new plan. I'm gonna hold this back here. I'm gonna stick this, ouch, right here. I have to be careful. I hate messing with super glue because if it gets on your fingers, you're stuck. Oh, no, 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 stop that, stop that. Okay, now it's stuck my fingers. No! No! Stop that. Okay, come on. Just like that. Now freeze. 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 Okay. All right. I should do the babies first, or I definitely will. I hate getting glue, like super glue, stuck on my fingers. But, dadgummit. All right, well, should be fixed now. I'm gonna let that dry off a little bit more. And then I might rinse off any of that excess. I've got a whole cap on my finger now from that glue. And that stuff does not come off. You have to just rip your skin off, basically. It does not willingly separate from your skin. I hate super glue. I need to get some gloves, honestly, like some latex gloves. Just have to basically chew the tip of my finger off. All right, well, I guess it's good enough to put the top coat, like the clear coat on the hot dog gluer. Hang on, I gotta check something. All right, we're good. Sorry. That might cause a little issue if you want to refresh real quick. This stupid super glue. Trying to peel it off my... Yeah, I'm not a fan of it at all. I hate how super glue just dries instantly. I mean, it's... Does acetone take off super glue? It has some acetone that I've been using to clean my airbrush a little bit. It does help this paint though. No, super glue's still there. Use the sandpaper. Yeah, I think that would be a little bit worse. Well, actually, did that work? It might have worked. It might have got some of it off. I don't know if it got all of it, but it seemed to have gotten some. All right, cool. Now, let's get your top coat put on, Dark. Take this right here. Stick that there. All right. Basically, just gonna hit it with a... All right, I don't want to do too much at a time, so I'll leave that right there, and then I'll hit it with a second coat here in a little bit. Dude, I think the acetone might have actually eaten away a lot of that super glue. That might be a little thing to use in the future. It didn't seem to be working at first, but then... Ah! Dropped my super glue again. Okay. Well, at this point, turn that off. What's next? It is almost 8. At 8:30, I do have to get off. I am going to go check on Grace. Let me check on Grace. See if her blood pressure's come down. Oh, I need to turn that off. Have I washed? No, I need to wash the airbrush when I get back. Somebody remind me in about 2 minutes that I need to wash that airbrush, because I don't want to forget about that. That thing's hard enough to clean when it's fresh. All right, I'm going to put you all on mute for just a second in case Grace has to have some private conversation or something. All right, still no word from the doctor. Apparently the phone lines might be down or something, so. It's not in critical levels at the moment. It's just kind of getting to where it's a little concerning, so. All right, I'm remembering to get the airbrush now, so you don't have to worry about reminding me. There we go. Let's get this cleaned out. This yellow has a lot of pigment in it. Like, some of the paints that I use, they're not that strong. That yellow, though, it's pretty strong. It's very thick. Set that aside for a second. I should have a little pipette somewhere. There it is. Ooh. This thing right here. Nice. All cleared out. Get this put back in here. Try not to stab myself like I did yesterday. Perfect. Yesterday, I was trying to get this thing adjusted, and there's a little bit of stuff up at the tip, like blocking it. And so I had this thing set about like that. So if you can see, I mean, there's a tiny little needle right there. I pulled it back to a brush on that, and then my finger slipped, and it just basically stabbed me. It was a little bit further than that, but basically just that needle stabbed me in the thumb. And that thing stung, too. For such a tiny little needle, that thing hurt. It only bled for about 20, 30 seconds, but that was not fun. Learned my lesson that time. Where's my other piece? No, it's on there. We're good. Never mind, I'm going nuts. There should have been another piece, though, here over on this side somewhere, but it is what it is. All right, I'll set that down. What else do we need? I guess we're just waiting on that to dry up a little bit. And then I'll hit it with a second coat of clear coat. And we got about 28 minutes to the end of the stream here. So you weren't here yesterday, Dark, but I think what I'm going to do is once the baby's born and we kind of get into a rhythm of things, I'll have a set schedule of when I'm going to stream. So it would probably be like, this isn't actually what it's going to be. It's just, this is an example. Like either maybe Monday, Thursday, or Tuesday, Friday, or Sunday night. Maybe I don't know. It'd be, I don't know. I'm going to figure that out when the baby's born. But I'm wanting to stream at least 2 planned times a week, and then maybe have some special streams. Like every once in a while, I'll do a Friday night fishing stream or something else like that. Maybe another Grossathon in the springtime, something like that. But it'll probably be 2 scheduled streams a week. That way, everybody knows what time I'm going to be live instead of it like it is right now, where I'm just live randomly. And with the baby being born, we're probably going to be live a little bit less. Or not probably, definitely going to be live a little bit less. But we'll figure that out later. I just figured that'd be a good way. And what I'll do is I'll put a poll up on my channel, on this channel, and basically be like, what hours are best for you guys, or what day is best for you guys. So it'd be in the evening, probably around the same time I do it normally right now. I just don't know what days. We'll have to see what happens with the baby and. I want to make sure I get everything coated evenly. Perfect. All right. When that dries, should be ready to put hooks on. Now, I don't know if I have enough hooks right now for everything. Definitely not for all those that are put up there. But let's take a look inside, actually. We can do that while we wait on that to dry out. All right, so Grace is talking right now to somebody about medical stuff. So we're gonna give her a little bit of privacy. basically trying to figure out if maybe we need to go get induced or something for labor or whatever. But we'll figure that out later. She's been on the phone with a few people. I don't want to... I asked her if she just would rather me not stream or whatever, but she said that was fine. She was just going to make some phone calls. So, 8:30, I'm definitely going to be off to talk to her about any of that. But we got a few more minutes here. So, what do y'all want to do? We can... Actually, I could go ahead and stick the eyes on a couple of these lures. Here, we can do this wake bait first because I need to get the eye on there. All right. We got the blue and yellow right here. No, she hasn't eaten any pork lately. Let's see. Where are my eyeballs? There they are. All right, for that one, we can do red eyes. I got some red holographic eyes, and I can't really see that too well. I've got pretty much just got red and white. I think the red eyes might look pretty cool. I have yellow. Hold on. If this fits that eye. Oh, I think it does too. Hang on. All right, we've got just 2 left. Oh, hold on. Sorry, thought you were that way. We have 2 of these yellow eyes left. I think that's what I'm going to go with. So I need to put like the absolute tiniest pinprick amount of glue. I like to keep mine kind of symmetrical. I'm a little bit weird when it comes to that. Feels weird to put something on one side and not the other. I'm not OCD about many things, but when it comes to like specific stuff with fishing lures, oh gosh, now I gotta push that in. Oh, it's not the right size. It's a little too big. No, it's not. It'll work. No, it won't. Dead gummit. No. That needs to be wiped off ASAP. Okay. Snap. Okay, it needed to be a little bit smaller than that. Oh, man, I only have 1 yellow that's smaller than that one. Dead gummit. Snap. Well, I guess it's gonna have to be red then. I think this red is a tiny bit smaller. It should be. Yeah. Oh, rotate. Well, I guess we're just gonna have it to the side like that. All right, well. We're gonna be praying at about 8:20. Welcome in, Jace. All right, let me pop this eyeball in. That one was sideways, so I'm gonna make this one sideways. And boom, perfect. All right, that looks pretty cool. That turned out nice. All right, I'm gonna let that dry for a minute. And oh, okay, that was the only one that needed. No, this one does. All right, for this one, I think red eyes would be pretty cool on this one too. I need to see. Oh no, that's gonna get stuck on the anvil. No, get off. Go away. Okay, I need to figure out what eye is gonna fit this. Nope, that one. Okay, it doesn't need to be smaller. It's basically gonna have to be the same size. So we can do the red eyes. I think we have a white eye as well. What are we thinking, red or white? I think the red. Blend it a little bit at the top, but white. That's mostly black. Oh, never mind. thought we had. Oh, we did have. Okay, so basically it's either red or white. I'm thinking. Since we already have red, I might do white. Oh, nice. I thought you meant like your new job. I was like, oh dear, why'd you do that? I got what you're saying. Well, cool. You said you start January 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. Coming in close. Oh my gosh, that one's too big. Dead gum. Well, I'm just gonna have to go with this red then. I thought that was gonna be the right one. Move. No, don't go. The eye is always smaller than you thought. Oh no, this way. Up and down. Up and down. I just got more super glue on my finger. Go in the socket, dude. No, don't get stuck to my finger. No. Dead gummit. Okay, which way was it? Kind of slanted towards the nose a little bit. Oh, gotta put the glue first. Just drop the. Okay, slide it slightly forward. Perfect. Ah, that one settled in nicely. Just tap it in, just to make sure it's laid flat. Perfect. All right, those are done. Goodness, my back. Okay, let me go check on Grace real quick. And then we will, Oh! Oh, no, I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, you know what? I probably should have, I don't know if Jace is still here, but I just said the time, local time. I probably should have told him, like, in however long. Hang on a second. All right. Oh, she's still about to do that. Okay, Jace. Okay. Sorry. I just didn't want you to. I always think about that stuff after the fact. I forget that people watch this from other time zones as well. So, yeah. I might go ahead and do that now. Grace is about to call the hospital, and we're about to figure out what the best plan of action is. So she did it. She tested her blood. Grace tested her blood pressure again. It's still pretty high. Not like horrendously high, but it's still starting to be a little bit concerning. So we might be going to the hospital. I don't know. We're gonna be making some phone calls and figuring that out. So we might just go ahead and get prayer requests right now. And Grace might need my emotional support while she talks to the doctors and stuff. So if you have any prayer requests, send them in now. We're gonna keep praying for Grace. She's very nervous. She's kind of stressing herself out to the point where she really is scared she might have to have a C-section, and because she's scared she might get a C-section, she's getting stressed, and it's making her blood pressure go up, which is increasing the chances of all of that. So she's kind of scaring herself into a C-section. So we're going to keep praying for her for peace and for everything to go well at the doctors. And what else? My brain's a little bit scattered today, so a lot going on. So if I don't remember y'all's prayer requests, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be forgetful. But if y'all have any prayer requests, send them in right now. We're gonna pray here in a second. If Jace is still here. If Jace isn't here, then I'll wait. Just want to make sure that I can be there for Grace here in a minute. I'll wait for a few minutes for any prayer requests to come in. Okay, cool. Oh, we can look. Check the lip is sealed in nicely on that lure, dark. So I might hit it with another layer of clear coat, just because there's a little bit of super glue that leaked on the side of it and it doesn't look that good. So actually, I'll just do this. No, I'm gonna hit it with a second layer of clear coat. Just hold this, I guess. Okay, now I can kind of hang this up here and then let that dry. All right, well, if nobody else has any prayer requests, we're going to go ahead and pray here real quick. I'm going to sit down for this. Yeah, I'll sit here. Grace is still kind of messing with stuff on the phone, so I know she wants a little bit of privacy. So, all right. Unhinged Eli. Have you seen that video? Yeah. We're about to pray. Xander, we've been making some weird fishing lures. I'll show you here in a second. Be in prayer for Grace. Her blood pressure's been up today. It's starting to get a little bit concerning. So she's about to be on the phone with the hospital right now. We may be going to the hospital. We may not. I don't know. We're going to kind of have to figure that out here in a minute. So, yeah, kind of very new territory. At best / worst case scenario, I might be a dad tonight. Probably not. It's probably just going to be kind of, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. But we're about to go figure all that out. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and pray real quick, and then I'll show you, Xander, if you want to see the hot dog lure that's going to be coming in a future video, and I'll show you that. So let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I come to you today, Lord, and God, I want to pray for Grace right now, and also for myself, Lord. We're in uncharted territory here. We don't really know exactly what we're doing, Lord. I pray for your guidance, for your wisdom, and I pray that you would just use whatever happens today and whatever happens with Grace in the next few hours. I pray that you would just either perform a miracle to where her blood pressure goes back to normal, or, Lord, that this would be great news and we'd finally be able to go and have this baby delivered, Lord. Whatever the case, I pray that you'd be with us, that you'd comfort us, that you would give us the wisdom to do what's right and to do what's the best option, Lord. I pray that you would keep Grace from being afraid, that you would calm her nerves. And Lord, I pray that you would just work a miracle through this, that, God, that this wouldn't be something that we have to fear, but this would be something we could celebrate. So God, I pray that you would just put your hand on the situation right now and just keep everything healthy, everything good, Lord. And I pray for protection over Grace and our baby. Lord, I also want to pray for everyone watching the stream right now. I pray that you would give them a good night, that you would bless their day. Pray that hanging out here would be a time for them to just fellowship and hang out, and that this would be a positive experience for them. I also want to pray right now for anyone who feels alone, whoever may be listening to this now or later, or, God, those who have just passed through. I pray that you would just show them your love and the peace that you can bring them. And God, I pray that you would just use my channel as a way to reach those people. In your name I pray, amen. All right. We'll see how everything goes. If the baby's born, I will make a YouTube community post about it on both channels, so y'all can check that out. Xander, if you want to see, this is I'm trying to get a little lighthearted stuff here before I go talk to the doctors and hospitals and stuff. But this is a hot dog fishing lure that I made. It's got a rattle in it, and so that's that. I'm gonna have to put some hooks on it and test it out fishing. Also, I wanted to do that for a full-length video, and it was such a cool idea that we decided to do one on stream too, and then we added a little bit of details. So Dark's actually gonna buy this one, but it's got little grill marks, the mustard, and then it's got the same kind of, it looks like a pretty good hot dog. It looks a little bit more red on the camera than in person, but it looks pretty cool. So I'll have to get some things like that. It's okay, dog lover. We just made some fishing lures. If you want to watch it later, I'll make it all public. It usually takes about a day for YouTube to post it up all the way. We just made a hot dog fishing lure, put some fish, like some fishing lure eyes on, fixed Dark Magician's fishing lure. So it's drying up with its top coat again. I can get it to focus. So we fixed the lip that broke on that when we went fishing the other day. Yeah, and Grace is kind of experiencing some minor complications, and so we're about to be talking to the hospital and trying to figure out what's gonna happen from here. But I will be making like an edited video for that hot dog lure. If y'all haven't seen the video I posted today, it is absolutely unhinged. I made a monstrosity of a fishing lure, and it actually caught a couple fish. So that video, I'm experimenting with some new styles of editing and video creation or whatever. So if y'all like that, then cool. Check that out. Leave a like on that video. It really does help me out. Pushes it out to a wider audience. Leave a comment, things like that. You guys know what to do. Appreciate all you guys for hanging out. It really does help calm my nerves to be able to talk to somebody. I know Grace is wanting to kind of, she's a little bit nervous. So I'm going to go be there for her, and she's been kind of wanting a little bit of space, but at the same time, she's been wanting, like, I don't know. You guys will understand when you're married. Yeah, so anyways, Jesus loves y'all. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to go see if maybe we're having a baby tonight. I don't think we will. I think, I just don't have that feeling. I have the feeling that it's going to pass. That's my feeling. I have a little bit of peace about it. But I still want to make sure that everything's okay. So y'all pray for wisdom for us, that we make the right decisions, and y'all take it easy. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me, making some weird fishing lures and making some fun memories. So I'll see y'all guys later. If anything happens, I'll update y'all on the community page on YouTube and in the Discord. So see y'all later. Appreciate y'all.